Hey everybody, it's Spath. I'm over at True Poker this morning at a $3.25 $3 Turbo 9 Max with 1,500 chips to start. I'm one radar one here just to confuse you a little bit more. I'll always sit in the same seat right over here, but it's one radar one on this site. Of course, my YouTube videos are all put up under Spath. I hope that you'll check them out. There's over 70 videos at this point, and if you would subscribe, it's free. I would appreciate it. Trying to add up more as I go along. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos for you, and I really appreciate your support. Telling other people, asking them to subscribe as well. But I get no payment for doing it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping you. And if you got any questions, it's alspath at alspath.com. Today is the 8th of October. Yesterday we did a 50-cent $1 cash table, and the day before that we did a 6-player sit and go. They're both up as well. I have a playlist up there at YouTube that puts everything in proper order. I'm just going to call. I've got a lot of chips. $20 not going to bust me. I might get lucky and get King 8 or 2 8s. I didn't. It's easy to fold away now. You'll not hear anything on the table, any sounds, because of the fact I have them turned off. They're just annoying to me. So you have to hear my voice, and I can be annoying to you. Last night I had a private session with a client of mine, and first time up at the 10-cent, 25-cent table in a while, and he did really well. Proud of his advancement there. You may need some help in your games identifying leaks or holes. I'll be glad to discount that first 2 sessions with you, 25% on each. Just contact me and use the promo code TEACH and let me watch you and identify your leaks. You may think you have everything under control, but there may be some things that I could point out to you. I love it when people start putting all their chips in the pot at $10, $20 levels. It really shows you, what they're going to be doing later on, and exposes themselves. Just got to watch for information. This is a turbo, so the rounds will be going up every 5 minutes. I want to gather some information here. I don't like this hand. I want to see what the blinds do with all these limpers in the pot. Who's going to be the one that takes an advantage and makes a... There we go. So it was just a matter of time to find out who did what. Let me move this off the screen here. Sorry about that. And we got the small blind out of position. Now that would have been a good flop for me. I would hit a pair and the 4 diamonds. Hey Brian, how you doing this morning? Welcome in. I'm over at True Poker this morning. We've got 2 guys all in. I don't care who wins. Oh, I would have won with my 7-4 diamonds. Oh, Rez, where are you? Can't pay that kind of money though. Not on a hunch. I will be holding a free Skype training session on Saturday, which is the 10th of October at 10 o'clock Eastern. If you want to contact me on Skype or email me to get on that list to be in that room, please do. It's free. You can sit at the table or just listen in and discuss things. We have a great time doing it. I think we're going to do a cash game depending on how many people show up for it. But you're welcome to come and listen. Everybody shows their cards. Everybody talks about the hand after it's over. Is there a way of making more money playing a different style, taking a different line, betting a different amount, checking, trapping, bluffing, semi-bluffing? We talk about everything. Nobody seems to want to bet here. Probably the first person that bets, if they bet a significant amount, not $20. If they do $100 or so, they'll take this down because nobody's really tied up to this texture of this flop. $20 is not usually going to get somebody out. If I was in there with my 2-7, I'd stay for the 8 or for the club. I'd really want the club because it's a backdoor flush. Okay. So I'd make the straight anyhow. So all of you out there that are counseling me, throwing away winning hands is not the way to play poker, Al. I hear you. I just can't play a 2-7, 4-7 for much money. Interesting watching CBS this morning, and they had the guys on from DraftKings trying to explain away how they have all these rules and regulations in place that they don't share information, but yet information was potentially shared. I don't think, even if they stop their employees from playing, which they should, just like a casino does, that they won't tell a friend or something with inside information, hey, bet this or do this, we'll split or we'll do that. I mean, you're not going to stop it. It's just something that's out there, and people are going to have to understand it and try to regulate it, but not over-regulate it. Talking about fantasy football, fantasy baseball, fantasy everything. All these leagues got paid interest in DraftKings. MLB owns a piece. Jerry Jones and Kraft own a piece from Patriots. So this is widespread and it involves some heavy hitters. We've gone up to 1530. Again, early in these tournaments, we're set mining, we're trying to see flops cheap, and we're trying to get a big hand, but we're not spending a lot of money, and we're letting other people do all the battling. Got to be patient. You can't win this tournament if you get all your money in. You can double up, but you can't win it. Chances are you'll do better if you do that, but you still can lose it if you don't win that hand. Always like to say who's in the house today. Looks like Brian. And Brian, he's up several $100s this season so far on the DraftKings and what's going on in fantasy football, and he hopes that New York doesn't ban it because that's one thing he really loves. He runs his own fantasy leagues and he's really into it. Here we got a bet to 120 and just a call out of position. Note, Gringo's calling out of position because he's got a lot of chips. He's not calling because his hand is great. If his hand was great, he'd re-raise. Now this guy goes all in. He's going to force one of them to go. See if Gringo comes. No, he's not coming. We've got the classic ace-king slaughter matchup against ace-queen. And it's over, folks, for Mr. Bell. Two gone. I haven't had to lift one rock yet. Now we got pocket fives, which is, again, we want to set mine cheaply. Look at my 1,400 chips. We want to pay less than 10%. 10% would be 140. 5% would be 70. He went 85. So I need other people to come in. I do have one. So it's worth it for me to come in, catch the 5. Give him an opportunity to bet this. Because if I bet it, he's going to fold it. See if he goes big or small here. That's what I want. Now, if he's got 9s, I'm trapped. If I don't think so. I think he's got jacks, queens, or kings. We'll find out. He's got eights. I got to worry about an 8 and a 7. That one I don't have to worry about. Well, I lifted my first rock. You're gone. When you overplay a pair and don't hit the set, you get yourself in trouble. Get away from those hands, especially when somebody's on your tail. Again, when we sit down to play a tournament, we have goals. We want to play our best poker. We want to be attentive to what's going on. That's all one thing. The second thing is we want to get into the money. The third thing is we want a ladder climb. And the fourth thing is we want to get first place if we can, or second place at least. That's where the money is. Usually in these one table tournaments, it's 50%, 30%, 20%. There's a big difference between the 30 and the 20, so get into the money. Get up there. Now, I don't like that bet. That's a bet. I would have called the 30 here, but I would not call the 150. And I had the backdoor nut flush draw. Just going 120 again. Oh, baby. They got me out of that one. If any of you would have played it, send me an email and tell me why. There's a full house on the board there now, folks. I would have lost with that nut flush. So before you write that email, continue to look at the board and see what happened. There's a reason that you get out when somebody raises and continues to raise. They telling you they got a monster hand. So you may get there, but you may get there and find out that someone can just wipe the floor with you. It's easy fold. Again, the blinds are up 25-50. We're getting to the point where people are going to have, in some cases, as the gentleman up there, Emoji, he's got close to 20 big blinds, but as it goes up to the next level, that's going to be slashed. And so within 10 minutes now, we'll be probably at the 100, 200 level, and folks will be just putting all their chips in the pot. They have no other recourse. They're going to be less than 10 big blinds for sure. Me, I'm going to stay quiet if I can help it. I need 3 more people to be eliminated by their own doing or by somebody else. If I happen to get blood on my hand, that's okay too. But I want to be ahead. I want to be leading. Don't want to be coming from behind. Sure, we'll see a flop. Sure, we'll fold. As soon as someone bets, he should go all in with an ace, not $50. You might ask me, well, would I stay for a backdoor flush? The answer would be no. Even though a club came out, I still, if somebody else gets the backdoor flush, my 8-4 is not too good. The chance to be getting there, runner is like 22-1 to get to that flush. Now, it's not saying it can't happen, but it's bad betting on your part if you want to go for something like that. You have no other redrawers. You don't have no cards on the board like a 4 or an 8 so that you can get trips or anything like that. No, they got some chips back. They let them back in the game. This is an easy fold here. Oh, he gave him some chips, and what does he do? Comes right out. I would think that he's got another ace here. He's got a pair. Let's see if he puts it all in. If this gentleman here has a better ace, we'll tell right now by his bet. Oh, he still goes back to that min bets. Horrible. So we finally picked up a good hand. Let's see what kind of action we get here. Let's go 250. No, let's 200. I haven't played much. I've won the hand I've played. I don't think I'll get much action. So I think I really, the ace king and the pocket fives. The other one was just the ace nine. Diamonds. Uh-oh. Quick call by Kingfisher. Staying. Back to his 50. Like he's got a piece of it. That's a game changer there. Called him with an 8 of diamonds. Did not believe him because of his $50 bet on a turn. I'll guarantee you. This is a fold, folks. This is a fold. We're playing six-handed right now, but this is a fold. This will get you in trouble when you got people that are ready to raise and shove here. Yeah, you might say, well, why don't you raise with the 10 jack? Well, because we got a guy over here that's got $1,000. If I raise it up, he sees 200 on the table or something, he may just go all in with a decent hand there and take my 200 if I can't call him. I don't want to get into that situation at this point. I'm in no fear of the blinds, so why not just take my time? Hopefully I'll get better cards and better matchups. Excuse the noise, my leg just hit the desk. He continues to put his money in the pot each and every hand. Emoji. Hey, we have VBEU CAAA in the house. I don't know where you're from, but welcome. My name's Al Spath. I'm your trainer today. If you go up to YouTube and search Al Spath, ALSPATH, you'll find over 70 videos of mine. This is a very dangerous board here. I'm going to call it one time, see if I catch a club. I'm going to bail out on this hand because, well, I'm going to give him a chance to bet here. Nope, he didn't bet. I don't think he'd have called me either. Anyhow, Al Spath up on YouTube. You can subscribe free. I got over 70 videos. A little bit about myself. I was the dean over at Poker School Online and currently teaching privately. Hi Sharon, how are you? Nope. Again, no sound on the tables. I just disabled it. I just don't like the sounds over at True Poker, so you're stuck with hearing my sounds. Better than the Simon and Garfunkel sounds of silence, right? You want to hear something. $100 is not a good bet, but he takes it down. Now we're getting up 50, 100. We're getting up into some 10 times the 100 is 1,000. So look around the table. You got two people, 1, 2 with 1,000. You got 100,000. They're all pretty much short stack. This is not. This is a good hand. If he came in for 250 there, he's gonna put the rest in there. He's got a good hand. He should be going all in. You don't know if he's got a good hand or if he's raising because he's trying to steal. He's not gonna fold 250. I got your note, Sharon, on the Facebook that you're going to be into the free group training on Saturday morning at 10 Eastern. So I saw that. You and Rez will see you about 10 minutes to 10 that day. And it's a free Skype call conference to a discussion group. Okay, we've got a big mismatch here, and the 8's going to win it, though. Sharon says she didn't get a notification. Did you get a notification for today? By any chance, Sharon? I'm broadcasting off of Teach GPL on Twitch. Some of the other ones were done on Ace High Radio. Yeah, sometimes you have to check your spam folder to show whether or not an email is okay or not. So they may be in your spam. I'm just going to call here again, see what this guy does. He lets me see the flop. And I will go away. All right, decent enough hand. I don't know what I'm going to do until I see this 595, what he does. I'm probably not going to race him. That's an interesting bet. I know he's committed. Do I want anybody else in? Do I want to bet? Boy, I'm going to call. Just going to call. I want to see the flop. All right, I'm safe. I think I'm safe. I'm definitely going to go all in here. He's got overs. And he does. And he's done. Two rocks lifted by me. Down to 5. I am going to pass on the ace-10 5-handed only because I think that the button or I know the small blind is going to call, but I thought the button was ready to make a move there. Ace-10 would be okay here, but not the greatest flop for me. He likes it. That's queen-7, ace-7. Show it. Ace-10, same as me. Wow, what's the odds of that? Glad he listened and showed it, though. That's great info. Yeah, the Gamewood Ronster is a 25-cent, 50-cent. If you go to my playlist on YouTube and look up the 25-cent, 50, it'll be on the bottom of the playlist. It'll be the last one. I think it's number 66. I'm not certain, but it's close to that number. Yeah, he should have shoved. He could have put me. He had full equity. If he shoves first, then I don't know if I want to take him on with the 9s. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Brian. He let me see a flop there and then decide. I didn't want to get committed because I didn't really like the 9s that much. I'm going to raise this guy to $300. He hasn't seen me do this yet. He calls immediately. I'm going to make this $200. See if that's enough to get him out. If he goes over the top or stays, I can get rid of this hand real easy, but he doesn't. He might have had low pair and saw all those high cards and just got out. Yes, sir, Brian. You're right. He gave me his chips, and I thank you very much for the observation and his donation. Come on, call him. I don't care who wins. I'm not a fan of King 10 at this point in the game. If I was in lower chip stack size, I might push with it. Although, an ace, even an ace reg is way ahead of me, about 58, 42, thereabouts. So I'm not a fan of the King 10 this early, not with my chips. And I really don't think I could put enough pressure. without getting somebody to go all in against me. And I just don't feel like it's time to do that. You have to sort things out in your own head as to why you want to do it and when you want to do it. Brian's absolutely right in his chat. He said, when you're short, it's all in or fold. You can't do what this guy did before with me. He's just buying me time. He's going to fold, I believe. I'm not calling anybody for 1,000 with King Jack. I'm up against a pair or an ace. I'm probably an underdog in both situations. That doesn't make sense. All right. Again, next increase is going to be to 100, 200. This is when the game will rapidly come to a closure. The reasons that blinds go up in any tournament, especially in casinos, is because they're designed to end the tournament. They don't want them going all day. The major tournaments, of course, do that, but that's a different situation. But normal small tournaments, the reason the blinds go up online and in a casino is precisely to end the tournament. Otherwise, they'll just play for infinity. Notice the shove. Notice the shove. Notice the shove. It's going to get more regular here as we go along. I mean, I can't afford to stay silent. I need to pick up some chips, but you've seen the cards that I'm folding, other than the ace 10. Uh, Anything with a pair, anything with decent appeal, I've put money into the pot. I'm not going to play the king eights and the suited, the queen nines, hoping for a 10 jack or any other kind. Somebody bets and raises here. This is going in the muck. Not going to siphon off chips. I just need one of these attempts to run into somebody that has jacks or has, ace king or ace jack and wants to take them on. I'm not the sheriff. I'm not going to be the sheriff. I have no interest in this. Great decision, Al. Great decision. He loved the way that he loves to show his cards. He limped with that, folks. Remember, I had the 7-6. He limped it. It was going to cost me $75 to get it. So, got to take note of that. Mr. Gringo, limp with ace queen. He's just abusing this guy. He's getting tired of it. He's taking longer to decide. He's getting tired of it. Oh, my. These are the cards Sharon usually gets. SLO powers. Or at least that's what she complains about all the time. There's the cards that Brian gets all the time. Ace 5. Or is that maybe reserved for T-Mobile? We all know T-Mobile out of the Chicago area. Ace rag. All right, time for me to get kings. Here we go. Oh, not even close to one king. Just callers. We don't need razors, folks. Come on. There you go. Let me see a flop. Oh, coordinated the wrong way. I needed 6, 7, 8. He's going to bet. No, he doesn't. Big ace comes rolling off. No. You're right, Brian. 100, 200. Look, 200. He's got 6 big blinds. 200. He's got 10 big blinds. Look, I've only got 15 big blinds. I'm gonna buy him some time. Hope he'll call and get some action here. Nope. Already had his mind set. Was not defending. As I can't defend. I just don't have any cards coming off that are helping me. For those of you that didn't go out and see Matt Damon in The Martian, I went and seen that last week. Just changing the subject. It was very good. Enjoyed it. Now he bets only $400. Oh, can't do that. Can get boring, these tournaments. A lot of people tell me that they don't like playing poker because there's nothing to do. I say there's a lot to do. Got to watch everybody, what they're doing. You got to stay out of trouble as much as you got to get other people into trouble. You got to capitalize on their mistakes. Here we go. This could get interesting. Tough card there. Changes everything. Fisher King with maybe a 400 bet, a 450. Yep. Thought he'd take it away from him. Man. I probably have around 2 rounds around this table before I have to start stealing. That was nice of them to give me that walk. Oh, well. Interesting. Let's do 459 and see what they do. I like to add the 9. Makes more chips go out there. Makes it look like it's a bigger bet. Let's do this again. Let's go 399. No, can't go 399. We got to go 439. Let's do that one. Very interesting. I appreciate the donation. We're at antes and we're still at 100, 200. Brian makes a good point. Once you learn how to play and master the lower limits, you should branch out and you should do a little bit of multi-tabling. If you got 1 or 2 tables up, additional, you can really readily fold at one table and get interested in another table. But I caution you not to start them all at the same time because they'll all finish at the same time and you'll all be at fast heads up and you won't be able to see some things. So stagger them maybe 15, 20 minutes apart. Hopefully you don't get buzzed out, but that way, and it'll be the beginning stages of one, you'll learn something, then you'll be in the middle stage of another when another one starts. So, blend them. I think you'll enjoy it a lot more. Boy, I had my rush. I had my rush with pocket 3s and ace 10. Rob Gag has come into the house. Uh-oh, we got 2 people active here in this. You got it all in. first end stands a bigger chance of winning even when they don't hit because they put pressure on the opponent. I'm expecting a 420 raise here. I'm going to call this one. It could get me in trouble if I don't hit it correctly. If he's got ace king, I'm going to lose a lot of money. I'm going to bet half the pot here and see where he's at. Rapidly called. He may have hit that. So I'm going to bet some kind of a blocking bet here. Thank you very much. Don't know what you had, but thank you very much. Maybe Brian can tell me how I could look to see. He called me. That full flush you can't see, but I was wondering on this side here, is there a way to replay it or anything? Will it show what the person had? I don't think I can do it while I'm broadcasting because I'm getting this table on the OBS, but I'd like to know for my own benefit. Thanks. Okay, there's the desperation. That's ace reg, sixes, maybe 9, 10 of diamonds, those kind of cards. It could be something good. Okay, it wasn't sixes, it was eights. Those kind of cards. He's way ahead now. Flop the full house. Whew. Smoking Joe Frazier. More money for him to steal from him. Rob, you're one of those guys that I think that once you feel comfortable playing tournaments and start a revenue stream where you're starting to make one, you need to maybe mix in every now and then a relaxing tournament like this where you can do some of the same things and just relax and play it out. I always think that tournaments are a lot less stressful than playing cash games. You're playing for a set amount. If you get knocked out, you're not losing a ton of money, but if you win, you're really doing your stack a service. Limper here. I'm hoping that this guy goes all in over here on the left. There you go. I'll take him on and get rid of him right now. He's got 5-6, which is a good hand. He hits one. I gotta get one. I don't get it. 5-6 is not a bad hand to be up against ace king. But I'll take that match every day of the week. Because he was making a stand. So what did I do? I gave him 1,000 chips. I jeopardized my position. I was at 46, 4,700. I could just sit back and let other people do it and slide into the money. But I was looking to win this tournament by getting him out and getting more chips. I had a good hand. Maybe this guy would have came along. I could have got a side pot. But it didn't happen. Now he doesn't bet like this unless he has it, so why call him? You got to make a stand when you're short. First thing is pairs. Pairs don't have to improve to win. Next thing is an ace because you can win pots just with ace high. Then it's usually two painted cards like king, queen, things like that. I'm going to let that one go at this point because we got people shoving all over the place. Then it's a suited connectors like 9-10 suited. One of Brian's favorite and famous hands. Thinking. Game is slowed. Sharon says they don't allow you to see the cards here either. I think it's very bad of a site. Oh, here we go. One of them's going out. And it looks like it's going to be, oh my goodness. The turn of events here. Madeiro is going to go out. King 9 upsets the King 8 by hitting 2 nines. Whoa. Watch emoji now. He's sigh of relief here. I'm going to raise this up to 600. See if he wants to put 300 in. It's up big enough that a min raise is going to work here. You can add a few dollars to it if you want. I could have made a 650 for instance. Uh-oh, got a new Slayer here. He's thinking. No, he says, I'm going to stay back and see if I can slide into third place without playing. That's not good enough, folks. Not what people shoving now. You need something a little better than ace-5 suited. With 450 plus antes rolling through this guy, he's got to make a play here or the next hand. All right, give me 2 deuces and get this over with. Nope. No help. That's not a really great bet there. But I am not in the business of keeping him honest. He had the ace, but still was not a good bet. Glad he showed. Come on, oh, that's fine with me. This 300 is going to impact him. I open my game up once I get into the money. See, he's got 300 in right now. I gotta hope this guy's playing though. There you go. Take over. Now it's 150 plus the ante. Watch. So that's $175 he's got in this pot already. Oh, small raise. It's only got 365 behind. It's all going in. I hope he has a jack. He does. Spade as well. It's for the flush. And we're in the money. That's what we're designed to do, is play our best, get into the money, then try to ladder climb. So my next goal is to get to second place and then to win it. I'm going to put a little pressure and see what happens. I only got $2,100 left. If he goes all in, I can fold this hand really easy. I believe him. If he'd have checked, I'd have pushed and he'd have got my money. If he'd have checked, I'd have pushed, he'd have got my money. Unless the king came off. That was bad on his part. Oh, we're going to take that race, folks. No aces. No aces. No aces. Straight. Oh, a dagger to the heart. Look at that, folks. I got the matchup I wanted. It didn't work out, but we still got third place. This is Al Spath signing off for right now. But I might look around and come back into another event pretty soon. I'm not gonna bother you by these two guys doing it. I don't think you're interested in them, but if you want, I'll just leave it up for just here a second. See if they shove really quick. But what happens usually is, you know, they're glad to be in second or first place, and one person usually jumps out and takes the lead. Doesn't look like they could be here for a while going back and forth. So I won't bore you with that. Sorry I didn't finish higher than third place, but I hope you get take away a few lessons from this. This is Al Spath signing off on the 8th of October. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Al Spath. It's free. And I'd like to see you ask some questions either there or email me at alspath@alspath.com. Thank you now.